I'm going to see if how good our imaginations are. You gave us a demonstrative exhibit, which included 4 hot water boilers, which look an awful lot like what I got in my hand in terms of your diagram versus mine. Okay. Now, what do I have in my hand? What is that?
I don't know.
Your
Candle?
experience in mechanical engineering,
It's
if
a
I took a
candle.
match of that, would it burn?
Is this wax or is it plastic or one of the battery ones?
It's just got plastic on it. It's actually a candle.
Okay, so yeah, it would burn.
Okay. Would it burn very well? And we'd take a match, we'd be in it, and we'd get a fairly clean combustion, I'm assuming. There's not a lot of limitations of oxygen in this room, and it's a fairly simple chemical process.
Correct.
We burn candles in rooms all the time, and nobody dies from smoke inhalation. Now, what would happen if we turned it upside down like this?
Well, it would start for oxygen and it would go out. Okay. You'd get some wax on the table.
It'd be a better question if that was completely flat, but you can see that somebody got artistic and they put a little bit of a swirl there. So it might not die immediately, but it'd go out pretty fast.
Yeah, it would just soot up and burn poorly.
All right, can you see this on the camera? Just a normal Walgreens replacement candle to go inside of something a little fancier. Now, if we turned it upside down and we had a couple holes in it like this, you see that we got 2 holes in this one? Mm-hmm. It probably wouldn't go out as fast. Agreed?
Well, this is a battery-operated one.
Is there a battery in that?
That's a battery-operated candle.
Oh, well, gee, I bought fancy ones. I didn't even know.
So you can whatever. I don't think that one. If that was a battery-operated candle, then I don't think it would smoke.
All right,
take that back.
let's assume these are regular cameras.
Okay.
I mean, regular candles.
For demonstrative purposes, these are real candles.
Okay,
Got it.
thank you. I like the way you think. All right, so we put 2 holes in here. It will work a little better because we have somewhere for the oxygen to come in. Agreed?
Yeah, for a while it would start smoking.
Biggest problem we have is we don't have a really good way to get the exhaust. And if we put a chimney up here and we didn't have all these other problems you have with a candle, it could theoretically work.
Correct.
Now, if we were to put a pipe in and a pipe out, like so,
Okay.
we could design this combustion engine to actually function, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's called direct venting.
Okay. So one of these pipes would be fresh air coming out from outside,
Correct.
not relying on the air in the room, but straight from outside.
Correct.
And the other would best be if it was somewhere near the top where the heat's rising, and then it would go up either out the wall or out the chimney.
That's
correct. In conventional appliances, we didn't send them out the wall because the hot air was too hot. We sent it up a chimney.
Correct.
And in my residential furnace at home, I actually have plastic pipes both coming in and coming out. Correct. And most people at their homes today actually have PVC vents for their furnace. Agreed?
Right.
That could have been done in this case. Agreed?
Agreed.
These 4 hot water heaters could have all had their own external vent out the sidewall and brought fresh air in.
Correct.
Would that have been in accordance with one of Primera's recommended installations for these hot water heaters?
Yes, it would have.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as exhibit number 4. And that's an estimate Pete Zach did for the cost of having vented directly, like we see in our candle example. Direct in and out, in from the sidewall, out the sidewall. Does that estimate seem reasonable to you?
Yeah, when I looked at it, I thought it would be about 5.
And it's probably a little cheaper because we might even be able to go right out those louvers and not have to cut holes in the concrete. Agreed?
Yeah, I'm not familiar, but that's a possibility.
And there's nothing wrong with that installation system, is there?
With which one?
The direct air in, direct out the sidewall.
Nope.
And that's actually the more common method of installing a high efficiency hot water heater, is it not?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's becoming the common method.
Okay. And that method would have eliminated the health hazard that's being warned about on exhibit number 9?
Yes, it would have. For those boilers. For the hot water heaters, for the 4 of them.
You might still have had
You would have had an issue with the big boiler.